Thank you for tuning in to the dopest, freshest podcast out there. The Phil with Phil.
Hey, look, we be talking about everything they want to hear for real. CorporateLike, ENT, this the Phil with Phil podcast. 2023, we on y'all ass. About to turn the heat up a notch. Like Phil, dude. Phil Roberts 12, the Phil with Phil. Find us on the Grammy and share the show. Get the Phil with Phil, Maine, and Manny. Phil with Phil on Twitter. Make corporate more like your family. Phil Roberts on Facebook. You got a page, go add 'em. CorporateLike.com. We streaming on all platforms. It's showtime. We'll be #1 in no time. It's the Phil with Phil. The Phil with Phil. It's the Phil with Phil. The Phil with Phil. Yeah.
What's up, y'all? It's Cleveland's very own T-Bone the Brat, yo fave bartender. You can catch me each and every Friday and Saturday at Laura J's, 27573 Euclid Ave. It's a vibe that you just don't want to miss.
CorporateLike Entertainment, the Phil with Phil podcast.
What up, this man, All Private Entertainment. How y'all doing out there?
What's going on, y'all? This Manny.
What's going on? It's Zach. Done stop back in.
That's right. All right, y'all, listen. I'm saying this again. We're on all social media platforms, YouTube, all that type shit. We're about to get right into it. One of my homie, Deshaun and Daniel, shout out to them CorporateLike affiliates. They was asking, is Jamie Foxx the most talented person in entertainment? What do y'all think?
All time, or we just talking about like current?
Stick to current, because all time.
Yeah,
all time.
Dig deep with the all time. Let's dig.
Yeah,
we'll dig
all time
deep.
would be a little far, because I got a name for that one. But
what y'all think though? Like
the actors or just
entertainers?
Yeah.
You said the best entertainer?
Yeah.
I haven't seen them.
Or the most talented.
Most talented?
I haven't seen this gift as far as dancing.
I would say,
but as far as everything else, I think he can play the piano, he can sing, he can act, but can he dance? I haven't seen. I think his quality of dancing that had to be in question.
Do you think that's an important element?
No.
For talent, yes. To be the most talented, if you got a person that can sing, that can dance, that can rap, that can do all that, act. It's artists out there that can, like Will Smith, can probably. I don't know if he can sing like Jamie. See,
no, he can't.
That's the thing. But he can dance. He can act. Can Jamie dance?
Chris Brown might be a really good answer too. Yeah. He can't act, obviously.
He's okay,
but he can act though.
He has acted, but he's not
of the quality.
He said Chris Brown. Deshaun about to be mad. So who would you pick? Jamie Foxx or Chris Brown?
I'm gonna pick Jamie. Just because of the body of work he got.
Yeah, it gotta be. He gotta be there.
I don't think Jamie's body of work. Hood classics, The Players Club, Booty Call,
movie, like Oscar
award
winning, not nominated.
Jarhead, Stealth,
Django was my shit. That's one of my favorite movies.
Gotta be like the best
The Django.
Yeah. Nah, it's him. Yeah, it's him.
That or Ali.
He got too much. He got too much.
And Amazing Spider-Man 2. Who would be a black person who play that role? You know what I'm saying?
His music pretty good.
His first album was maybe a classic.
Vocals are amazing.
Yeah, he can. Like I said, he can play the piano. He know a different type of instrument, so he possibly can be. What other choices do we have?
Also, he does voice impressions too.
He does.
About that.
Yeah.
He got a new movie coming out.
He got a few coming out. Strays.
It's the voiceover movie.
Yeah,
it's called Strays.
Yeah. Strays. Oh yeah. Okay, he's the bug voice.
I think he is. And
then, again, like I said earlier.
No, when you sit there and look at his catalog, I don't think it's close.
He did voice the Nico in Rio too. It's a cartoon movie. I haven't seen.
Yeah, I don't think it's close.
Yeah. What other talent? Like I said,
you could say Will Smith.
Chris Brown, Will Smith. Is he more talented? Would you say he's? Yeah, he got to be more talented.
My homie
than Will
yesterday,
Smith.
Rob from Indiana. He mentioned Cedric the Entertainer.
Talent wise, I don't think he fucking
comedy, movies.
But you know what?
Yeah, but he don't do. That's all he do. See, Jamie Foxx, his range. I look at your range.
Yeah, see, that's
versatility. Like the only thing that we really questioning is dancing.
But Will Smith did the most talented thing I ever seen.
What?
On what's that first episode when he walked in? He had them forks and he played that motherfucking music on the Fresh Prince.
Oh yeah.
He played that music on them.
I mean, he a musician. He a musician though.
That right there is
he
one
was
of the
a
most
musician
things
before.
I've ever seen.
He is a musician before that. Before anything.
Okay.
So
yeah, that's true.
You can't really. I'm not really.
Jamie,
I'm not really
too,
like.
So it's crazy.
So like
had his own shows. Well, Jamie Foxx had his own show too.
I mentioned Chris Brown for a couple of reasons. Not just the fact he could dance and sing and all that, but he could paint, he can act, he can hoop,
play sports,
he could play a lot of instruments. Like, and he paints really good too, which is crazy.
That's a good one.
He can't sing that good though.
He's okay. He's okay.
He's good.
He okay.
Yeah.
He's not like a
1 to 7. I give him a 7.
Vocalist.
He's not a vocalist. Not by a stretch.
I don't think his songs are that good, honestly.
Songs is good, but his vocals is not good at all.
I think that comes with taste. I don't know. I think Jamie's a better singer in my opinion.
Absolutely,
way better singer.
But like painting it, that's something that's a different type of talent to take. You can fucking paint. If you can sing, you can rap, you can hoop.
When this nigga painting with his feet, like,
bro, that's talent though, bro.
I don't know, man. I just think for the fact that
he's been on tour too twice,
and he's a writer.
I think for the fact that Jamie, he's a comedian, he's an actor, he's a singer. You know, like I don't know, like
he's kind of everywhere too. If you think about it,
it takes more talent to paint than any of those things.
He do hosting. He have hosted a bunch of shit. Like,
I'm still going with Jamie, but it takes more talent to paint than any of that shit that we named.
Think so?
Yeah, to paint, to draw and paint that's rare. That's a rare art form.
Yeah, but acting on that kind of level like that,
you gotta get into that role.
That's great too. So
yeah, definitely gotta get into that role.
They're not even comparable. They're not comparable in the acting at all. Like,
but would that go into let's say
because only one good movie I can think of.
I mean, but if you did a talent show,
you had takers.
If you did a talent show, I think Chris Brown's talent would because
of the dancing.
It wouldn't just be that; it'd be the dancing.
I think the dancing would catch your eye out of everything because he's a talented dancer.
That would go to it. I mean, I think Chris Brown would win a talent show over Jamie Foxx.
That's possible.
That's possible. That's possible. Yeah, y'all ever listen to Jamie Foxx's first album?
I listen to a lot of his music.
94.
Unpredictable.
That's the second one.
That's the second one.
See,
I started again.
That's a 94.
I thought Unpredictable was the first.
Yeah, I did too.
Go listen to Peep This. That's his first album in 94.
He played some of the music.
Was you born yet?
On the show.
I was 95.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, go listen to that. It's a damn great. Vocally, it's a damn great album. Okay. Vocally, yeah. He got 5 albums, 2 tours, over 20 movies, great roles. He got a Grammy, right?
I believe so.
I think Oscar. I mean,
he got an Oscar.
He got an Oscar. Yeah,
he got an Oscar for sure.
He got an Oscar.
I think he did get a Grammy with at least the Kanye song.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah,
I think that did win. I think
got to go for Best Actor for Ray.
Slow Jams or Gold Digger.
It was Slow Jams.
Probably was Gold Digger
and Gold Digger.
It's a good question.
2 number 1 singles with him.
You can't definitively.
Oh, he won't blame it
no.
on the alcohol. That won him a Grammy.
Oh, I can see that.
Okay.
45 albums, chart in the top 10.
It's pretty
damn. That's impressive.
Yeah.
That's impressive. That man doing his thing.
Got one of the greatest shows too, TV show, like the little comedy.
TV show.
Jamie Foxx.
His comedy stand up pretty good too.
Yeah.
The one we talked about LL and shit. Shit pretty good.
I haven't seen that stand up really, honestly.
No, he had a good stand up.
No, you gotta see. You gotta see the roast he did. There was a roast he did a couple years back, probably like 90s, early 2000s. But like one of the dudes that was trying to tell jokes was so bad, he talked him off the stage. Shit was
I think I heard something about that.
Yeah, you should look that up.
Let's not forget, he came from In Living Color too.
Yeah.
You can't forget that.
You gotta get that show. That show needed flowers. That's birthing,
absolutely.
That show
birthed
a
lot of people.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey, Wayne's brothers. Who else did birth?
Jennifer Lopez came from.
I think that's the royal family.
All the Wayans brothers.
I think the Wayans brothers are the royal family, bro. As far as black, I think like culturally, bro.
David Allen Greer.
Which
that's
the it
Tommy
family.
Davidson.
That's the it family. Keenan Ivory Wayans, he deserves a lot of credit for black television.
So let me answer. I'm gonna get off topic really quick. I already know Manny's answer already. Martin, Fresh Prince, Wayne's Brothers, or Jamie Foxx show?
Martin.
Fresh Prince.
Fresh Prince.
It's Martin. It's just
a different level of
different
level.
That shit just it.
A lot of people don't like really pay attention to Martin and understand that he actually had messages in that through all that fuckery and goofy shit that was going on too. But I don't think it's close, man.
You don't think it's close?
I just don't. I love all them shows and they own thing, but Martin was different.
Yeah, Martin on the level of the.
It was just a different. It was just a different. It was like a different like style too, like element,
real life, real life shit that we all can relate to. I like Wayne's Brothers over all of them, honestly.
It was too goofy.
I like it,
but
that's my shit.
It had too. It was too goofy at times.
That's why I probably like that shit. I like Fresh Prince.
No, I liked it a lot though, but when you just comparing them,
those four are like I think top tier.
Yeah, Martin in that class.
I had to throw Family Matters in there too.
Yeah, that was one of my favorites. I like Full House too. Sorry. I ain't gonna lie.
I went to a strip club last night. I swear to God, Family Matters was playing.
Swear.
On one of the TVs.
I
went to the bar last weekend and Poetic Justice was playing. I said, what's going on here? Different times. Different times.
Aunties and that mother.
Yeah, I was like, this is different.
That Family Matters, that shit was fire.
That shit was.
They always had a message on that at the end. They played a little slot.
Yeah.
That shit was fire.
How come Laura doesn't like me?
Well, one chick died from cancer. Maya?
The one that she was on on Young and the Restless too. Yeah.
Oh, was she?
Yeah, she played on Young and the Restless.
That was fire.
Oh yeah, my grandmother used to watch that shit. That's right, she did.
Shit, I used to watch Young and the Restless.
I used to hate that shit. Watching my grandma, like, man, what the
my
fuck
mom,
is this shit?
My mom watching it, I knew all the characters.
I watched that shit, bro. Getting high.
It wasn't a bad show.
I worked third shift, so I used to be
watching motherfucker
Young and the Restless. The first take too.
So I want to switch subjects real quick. I want to get into they can relate to sports, music, anything. And shout out Daniel again for this topic. He worded it correctly. We're gonna go with why are people prisoners of the moment? I can name a few, like that whole time when Jason Tatum the first 3 quarters he was shit, and then boom was clutch in the fourth quarter. I can go with Jeremy Linn. Nigga was hot for like a month or two. He's playing overseas now. Isaiah Thomas, the short nigga, was hot for a year.
Nah, he
fell off.
It's a backstory to that one. Though.
Yeah, but I still same with Blake Griffin. Well, I won't use him. But them names I use, like why?
No, Blake had a run though.
Yeah, that's why I said.
I think people just see what they see and be like, I kind of see what Daniel was because Daniel's seeing a lot of people saying like Jokic is a top 5 center all time. It's people that saying if he win a championship, he's a top 5 all time great center.
He a top 10.
But that's where. With a ring.
Nah, without one at this point.
No, I think he
with the 2 MVPs back to back, arguably 3.
Bro. He needs a ring.
He top 10.
But could he be 5? And that's kind of I think that's where Dan shit
no
is coming from
5,
because
though.
Who in the 5 would he be better than just by winning one ring?
No top 5.
Center?
Yeah,
strictly center.
No,
he wouldn't be. You got Shaq, Hakeem, David Robinson. You got Kareem, Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain. These are all, I believe, guys that are better. Moses Malone, they all will be. Even if you win a ring this year, they all still would be better. I even say, if you compare, besides the MVPs, what does he have over like a Dwight Howard?
He better than Dwight Howard though.
Into what though? Because Dwight Howard had 4
fundamentals.
Dwight Howard is all
Dwight Howard only had one. Dwight Howard was only like a great defensive player.
But he's only a great offensive player.
He okay defensively.
Would he?
Dwight Howard was trash.
The separation
offensively.
between his offense, I disagree. Dwight Howard was a 25.
What moves did he have?
Guy.
That's because they was dunks.
Oh, yeah, no, he ain't have no.
He was horrible offensively.
That's skill.
That's
okay. We gonna say you gonna separate the skill because how you score because how you score doesn't make
this skill. Howard or Joker?
Skilled is Joker by.
But this would take away everything. Who you gonna take?
Me?
Yeah.
I'll take prime Dwight Howard.
Oh, yeah.
I'm taking Joker.
No, I'm taking Joker.
But my thing is all NBA first teams, Dwight Howard made it his first 8 to 9 years. And he played with competition. He's won 4 defensive player of the years, bro. He's on 10 straight All-Stars. Like,
yeah, but he too much of a he too much of a liability on offense for me.
His separation, the separation between them niggas on offense and defense, I think I kind of like.
But Joker is not a horrible defender.
Would you take
He's okay.
He's okay. I'm gonna take a okay defender with somebody that's masterful on offense.
So Dwight Howard is terrible.
He's horrible offensively.
I totally disagree with you.
What
offensively?
Patrick Ewing, Joker
better than Patrick?
Totally disagree.
Yeah, I can say he better than Pat.
That's tough. I didn't want to. That's tough. That's a tough one.
So you said
Pat was incredible defensively,
he's bad offense,
but Pat was better, great on both ends.
Man, his footwork was impeccable.
Dwight Howard had a hook shot.
I don't know. It looked like he about to pass.
I love Dwight Howard.
He about to get a ring. So
how much better Jokic is offensively than Dwight Howard? Dwight Howard's just is equally two times as better defensively as Jokic. His basketball is played on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, but Joker is not bad on defense though.
So Dwight Howard's not bad on.
He's
offense,
bad on offense. What move do he have?
I'm talking about him. It don't matter what you
he
do
don't
to get
have
the bucket. You can't tell me a player that can average 25.
He just got offensive moves, right? So before then, was he bad on offense?
No, because you can't average 20 points.
He was bad on offense.
How do you average over 24?
Giannis was bad on offense, man. He worked on his game. All you had to do was clog the paint on Giannis.
That's not bad though, man. I mean,
that's not that long ago when teams was doing that.
I would say bad is if he averaged 15, if he averaged 14. And he got the skill to do it.
So if you clog the paint on Dwight Howard, what is he doing?
He's still scoring.
No, the fuck he's not. What's the
percent? What do y'all think Boston did to Dwight?
Let me tell you something. Let me ask you something. What's his percentage going to be if he's outside the paint?
Probably shit. But who's going to keep him out? Well, who's going to? That's what would Shaq percentage be outside the paint?
But Shaq is on a whole different level than Dwight Howard. He's not comparable.
I'm not, bro. I'm talking about offensive skills to do. That's why Shaq.
But Shaq got an offensive game though.
Why do you think Shaq is so hard on Dwight Howard? Shaq said it himself.
Because he's lazy as fuck on offense.
He sees that he has the skill set to do it, bro.
No, he got that size and he's shitty as fuck on offense.
There is no way you're going to tell me that. So going against Boston, what did they do to Dwight Howard to stop him? You think he played against Kevin Garnett? Boston, they beat the Cavs, whooped their ass.
I mean, yeah, Kevin Garnett checking him.
Kendrick Perkins was a defender. They had big men.
They didn't need to double team him.
They did.
No, they didn't.
The Cavs, bro. They did. Are you?
Not the Boston Celtics.
The Cavs.
You talking about the Boston Celtics?
Plan was to stop Dwight Howard.
Kendrick Perkins was a fucking ox, man.
And he averaged
defensive
29 and 20 on these guys
from probably free throws, shooting a bunch of free throws.
No, I totally disagree.
He's
elite. He
limited as fuck on. He limited as fuck on offense.
I disagree.
I agree with that. He's limited,
and he's not top 3 defensively. The Kembe Mutombo was better than him defensively.
Doesn't have more defensive players.
Hakeem, Patrick Ewing was better than him defensively. It doesn't matter. They're not better. No, they're not better, man.
We judging it off of then.
They're not better. He was not better than them defensively, man. He wasn't better than Shaq defensively.
You're totally
no, he wasn't.
Now you just being a hater.
No, he wasn't.
So you saying Jokic is
he better than Giannis defensively?
Yes.
Who is
Dwight Howard?
I don't know.
Y'all know this nigga's resume?
I know the resume. We all
bro.
In
his first 8 years, he's named all defensive first team centers with Tim. He's beating Tim Duncan them out on defensive player of the year. He's beating Kevin Garnett out for defensive player of the year. He's beating all time great defenders out for defensive player of the year by leading the league in rebounds and block shots, and also scoring 24 on the other end. Having the number 1 record in the NBA.
So you think we just overlooking?
Look at him versus
overlooking his achievement?
Yes, we are. Look at him versus Jokic.
I think he overrated.
Dwight Howard versus Jokic, and you're gonna look at these stars and be like, I can't believe Dwight Howard did all of this. It's not even comparable.
I honestly think he overrated.
Dwight Howard?
Yeah.
I mean, what does he compare to? Ain't nobody saying he's a top 10 all time center. He's top 10? He's top 10 to 12. Yes, he is. He's top 10 to 12.
I gotta revisit.
Dwight Howard is top 10 to 12.
I feel like he ruined his own.
When it's all said and done, he better than Jokic.
When it's all said, I wouldn't say that because
Jokic better than him all. They're about to be better than him already.
I totally disagree with that. All NBA first team. Dwight Howard has 5. Jokic got 3. All NBA teams combined. Dwight Howard got 8. Jokic got 5. All defensive team. Dwight Howard got 4. Jokic got none. All this is first team. All defensive team selections. Period. 5 to none. Defensive player of the year. 3 to none. Rebound leaders. 5 to 0. Block leaders. 2 to 0. What the fuck is we talking about here? I don't see what we talking about. I don't see the conversation.
Is Jokic
Look at this,
on
bro.
defensive team?
No.
So
How are you an all-time great center with no defensive teams made? Think about. Let's go through our names of centers. Let's go to the Shaqs. Let's go to the Hakeems. Let's go to the Bill. Let's go to the all-time great centers. I guarantee you, all of them are.
I don't go with that narrative though. That's a good point. That's a good point.
All of them make it.
The game is not the same anymore.
That's true.
The game is not the same anymore.
Totally
it's not comparable.
That doesn't mean you can't get it to all defensive team.
That's not comparable.
Embiid on one.
But the thing is,
Embiid made one.
Defense sucks.
But he made an all defensive team.
That's a problem for me.
You led the league in scoring, and you led the league in blocks. That's a fucking accomplishment. No matter how y'all want to slice it, you're the best offensive player and the best defensive player that year.
Let's switch it to music.
Am I wrong though, bro? Like Giannis, Greek won. Hold on, bro. Greek won the MVP, defensive player of the year, led the league in rebounds.
Is Dwight Howard better than Giannis?
No. That ain't Joker. That ain't Jokic though.
Is Joker is Dwight better than Joker?
At least today, right now, if we stop their careers today, Dwight Howard is better. Now Jokic is going to become better than him. I believe that. I think he's on the path to pass him. But today,
what he has to do.
You got to win the ring. My opinion. You got to do that. But you also have to make an all defensive team. This is me.
That ain't.
Let me finish. Just any position in basketball. Basketball is played on 2 ends of the floor. How can you be considered an all-time great? Terrible one. Let's go through them. Name a terrible defender that's an all-time great. That doesn't have no defensive teams.
Oh,
name one.
I'm thinking Russell Westbrook.
He's not.
We talking about big man.
Let's go. You go any position. Name a top team.
But let's stick to the.
Larry Bird made a defensive team.
No, Larry Bird made a lot of defensive teams.
Think about that.
And people say he
how many
defense.
Tim Duncan made them?
But my thing is,
Let's
stick to the
Barkley made them.
Position.
We're talking about centers. We're not talking about shooting guards and stuff.
How can you be better? How can you be top 7? If I got 2 rings, 2 MVPs,
that's a mandatory to have good defense for
as a center. Yes.
My thing
I want to revisit that later, but that makes
a center cannot be your weakest defender, bro.
But he's not their weakest defender though.
Okay.
Because he's a solid defensive player.
He's solid to me.
Like he's not.
He's a better defender than Aaron Gordon.
Yes.
Defender?
I think Eric Gordon.
Oh, y'all
not
Aaron Gordon is
I
more.
don't like him personally. It could be a bias.
I think
guard 1 through 5.
Aaron Gordon is really good because his athleticism.
I don't think he's that good at all.
No. Teams want to switch. Teams want to a great point guard will want to pick and roll and have Joker switch out. A point guard did not want to have Dwight Howard or none of those guys to switch out on them because they could defend all 5. You're not going to want to pick and roll and hope that Giannis switches on to you. You're not going to do that. You're not. They're picking it apart by playing the game like that. Dwight Howard was not a guy that you can run a pick and roll on and think the point guard was just going to beat him. You couldn't do it.
You think it was the era?
The era was way tougher back then. Look at his level of competition. But it was centers also. Like look at the level of competition he had to go through. All-time great defenders played when he played, bro, and he outshined them all. He was leading the All-Stars in votes and shit like that, bro. That matters. Winning dunk contests and shit, that shit matters.
So what about, let's switch it to music. What would be considered prisons of the moment with music? What do you think?
When we get a new artist, you kind of get like that hot single, maybe a good project, and then it kind of just dies down after that. You know, it doesn't last long. Because, like you said, you get prisoner of the moment as ourselves as individuals, but then as fans too. Because when you finally feel like you're doing something good, you get that head high where it's like, ooh, this is amazing. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Like you said with Jay Lynn, he had one good month and then kind of disappeared. That's kind of what happens. People get
what happened is that it was let's be honest here. It was a Asian guy. doing stuff that happens all the time in the NBA just because he was Asian. There was this, that's all. Let's cut the bull. Let's cut the bullshit. Like that's just the bottom line on that. That's just like a Eminem or something like that to a degree. Like you got this white guy, you know, putting these bars. He trash.
But we think he's trash.
I say more Jack Harlow than Eminem because Eminem
Prisoner of Moment.
Eminem backed it up.
No, I'm talking about just at the moment. At the moment.
Yeah.
But you know what? Yeah, I guess that's a bad comparison because Eminem from the gate came out.
We all gonna fall into prison. I mean, if you fall into something, you like something, then you gonna kind of hype it up.
It kind of goes sometimes.
Yeah, I would say Jack Harlow.
You just know, like, you think he's been consistent?
I guess he
can rap too. Though,
I guess he the epitome of like prisoner of the moment.
I think that's why I was so harsh.
I don't think he's gonna last long.
Because like,
here we go.
I had to talk shit. I think that's why I was so harsh on her. Because like, I'm used to seeing beautiful women don't really make good songs, but they got great bodies, and it's just that's all we really care about. But
I don't think she looked that good.
Some good songs.
I ain't gonna argue with you till you dead. Till you blow
nice
the
body.
Got my girl. I gotta love you, baby. But Ice Spice, she.
I don't think she looked that good.
Her music pretty. I like her music too. Though I like her music.
I mean,
if we go off numbers, it's like. At first, I thought she was the Prisoner Moment and Munch shit. Okay, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
But as time went on, she's on she's been on these features. She's on Taylor Swift. She's top 5 songs on Billboard or some shit. You can't. It's safe to say she's not a prisoner on the moment.
Yeah, her moment. She extended.
I don't care for her.
No.
I think Jeremy Linn was the
that's the epitome of the prisoner of the moment right there.
What?
Jeremy Linn.
For sure.
I think Spot 'em Got 'em is a prisoner of moment. I think he's dog shit.
I mean, we in the trend of that. That's what goes on nowadays.
Everybody remixed it too, so like
still terrible. The nigga sucks.
That's what I'm saying though. Like his version wasn't even that good. We really cared about them remixes.
Go to one hit wonder.
Ryan Fitzpatrick be prisoner of the moment.
Yeah. That's a great one. Definitely.
With the quarterback.
Yeah. Calling them Fitz magic.
Hey, he live a prisoner moment every year, don't he? He get him a moment. He get a moment.
But you know what? He consistently
get a moment.
He consistently had a moment, so I can't really say that though.
That's same with Jamie Winston.
Griselda was a prisoner.
Nah,
where them niggas at now? Griselda was a prisoner. Griselda was a epitome of hip hop. Prisoner of the moment.
They brought that feeling back.
They put it now, though. That shit gone. It's over with. That moment is over.
They brought that feeling back.
Yeah, they did. They brought that feeling back.
They were prisoners of the moment.
They brought that feeling back.
That's the hip hop. I'm telling y'all, bro.
Fun with you. I would say Young Money's underling artist. Who was it? Not Little Flip. Little Twist.
Little Chucky.
Niggas was boosting them niggas up.
But the top ones, so they ain't no moment because they still going. They got the 3-4 heavyweights still going.
That's
Little
true.
Twist.
It can't be a moment.
People was hyping.
I really thought Jay Mills was gonna do something.
I did too though.
Jay Mills had his little time when he was hot.
There was another one too they had over there.
Gutter.
I like Gutter. I like Gutter. Gutter music still pretty good, but they ain't had no moment. They had years, bro.
That's one of the most overrated groups of like all time.
Man, about to argue with you.
Like, cause that album, they projects was horrible.
I didn't say horrible. It wasn't good though. I like the first one was good. The first album was cool.
That shit was hogwash.
Southern hogwash.
That shit was
they got hits out there.
Hey, Phil, I was mad as fuck when I heard that album.
Like Roger, that was pretty good.
That shit was terrible.
Every Girl definitely is a classic. Every Girl in the World.
Songs was trash.
The only song I like was Past the Dutchie because their beat crazy.
Yeah, they got some shit on there.
That beat is crazy.
Every Girl in the World is a classic.
Man,
they got a classic out there.
That album was
trash.
But
they produced.
That shit was one of the biggest disappointments in hip hop history, man.
No, I disagree.
No, just because how they was hyping the Young Money shit up, like.
I disagree.
That hype. I was a freshman, so I was. That shit. They hyped that shit up so much, man. I'm like, get this bud. Like, what's that? That picture that Trevor you put up with the white dude with the white hair. He had a headphones in. He throw those bitches off. Like, what the fuck is this shit?
That was an alright album, man.
Would y'all say Snap Music was a Prisoner of the Moment era?
Yeah, that shit gone. It ain't last.
Had its time.
Had its time.
Because they got a
Like
staple.
Shot Boys?
They got a staple.
PSC click.
Terrible.
Young Dro. I was liking them
Dro
trash ass nigga. Yeah,
it definitely had its time. So, with that being said, everybody go on commercial break. Come fuck with us. We'll be back shortly. CorporateLike Entertainment, the Phil with Phil podcast.
Baby, I just wanna know why you wanna leave me alone. Why you wanna leave me alone? Baby, I just wanna know. Baby, I just wanna know why you wanna leave me alone. Lately I've been on the road. Know you hate when I be gone. Got a heart but it be cold, and I wish I could tell you I'm wrong. Tell me something I don't know, I'ma put it in this song. No, I'm stuck in my feelings and they don't not get it. Baby, you show me something that is real. I know that you want me stuck up in my feelings. Keep stacking this pain till I touch the ceiling. I can't save a hoe, I guess I'm a villain. Ain't worried about niggas lately, I've been chillin'. Baby Joe got me screaming, fuck the system. Wanna play innocent, I is the victim. I get so hot to the point I be flowing. I hate that I'm stuck dealing with my emotions. They tryna catch up, I've been tryna stay focused. Nobody was there to help me in my lows. Don't know if it's true, but I feel like I'm chosen. My heart has been broke ever since it's been open. It's just for some money, don't think I don't know it. My feelings come back every time. Baby, I just wanna know why you wanna leave me alone. Lately I've been on the road. Know you hate when I be gone. Got a heart but it be cold, and I wish I could tell you I'm wrong. Tell me something I don't know, I'ma put it in this song. Baby, I just wanna know why you wanna leave me alone. Lately I've been on the road. Know you hate when I be gone. Got a heart but it be cold, and I wish I could tell you I'm wrong. Tell me something I don't know, I'ma put it in this song.
For a little bit.
All right, y'all. The camera going. All right, y'all. Back from commercial break.
also goes to 9:30.
We're gonna talk about. This is not my words. This is what I see, what other people see. We're gonna talk about the LeBron James effect. So one day it's, oh my God, he's doing things nobody has ever done in 20 years, right? Mm-hmm. Now the other, he take care of his body and all that, right? Then it's like he's 20 years in, give him a break. Which one are we gonna go with? You can't have it both ways.
Whatever fits the narrative for LeBron James.
That's what they're gonna do. Whatever fits LeBron James narrative.
It's not fair.
Like, damn it died.
That's just what it is.
It comes with the territory in a sense. I mean, you got a lot of supporters, you got a lot of haters. It's just how it is.
So which one we gonna go with?
I mean, for me, I'm not a LeBron fan at all, but I'm just it's amazing to see what he's doing though. At that age,
one thing I would say, like, the longevity was incredible.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, Father Time, man, shit it come to an end. But for him to, have been consistently, balling the way he have, it's been pretty impressive. I would say the durability has been impressive.
Yeah, he's never really had like a real major injury outside of that groin shit, which he still didn't even miss the whole year. It was 20 games.
It's pretty impressive. I can't name a superstar that's been this durable, and I don't think in any. I don't think. Well, I would say basketball for sure.
I think Kareem may be the only other basketball player that was in their 20 year that was still top 10. For him to still be top, I don't think Michael Jordan and the Wizards was a top 10 player.
Magic Johnson added on 5 more years. He fucking felt. Magic Johnson came like. If LeBron had a fucking Magic Johnson or something like that,
Wade and them should have helped his career. That's probably what helped his career too, though. Going to play with Wade and them, he was able to take breaks on certain games, down plays. Yeah, playing with that much talent, it was times where he could sit back and just let Kyrie do Kyrie.
I feel like
he always had the talent.
I feel like he was in his best shape with the
Miami.
second time.
Yeah, he was on that.
No, I'm talking about with Cleveland.
The HGH.
I agree.
He took them trips.
You think so?
Allegedly.
Allegedly. But the guy came out who on the same clinic. I mean, bro, he took that trip to Miami. Came back stronger than the ox. And then Miami is where it went down.
Allegedly, man.
Allegedly.
I don't know. I never. Like, oh, he's taking. I never thought that. I just thought he took real good care of his body.
That nigga
like, I never thought that. To be honest,
dude spend about $1 million a year to keep his body in shape. Though, like he trains with Marines and shit. LeBron's work ethic is a little crazy. It's just not talked about as much.
Nah, they talk about it. They talk about that shit. They got the dollar amount he spend on his fucking money.
Crazy stories about Kobe in the gym though. Like, you don't really hear like, oh, we saw LeBron in the gym 6 o'clock this morning working out. You just hear he's been keeping his body in good shape.
Yeah.
So, like, but what he does on the strength and conditioning,
he been doing that. He been doing that shit since high school. Right. If you look on the documentary, the new one, he and that bitch doing NBA strength and conditioning. So it's like, I mean, just the one thing I would say, man, the durability, man, it was amazing. So, I mean, I get it. You know, a lot of these guys that have these many years on, you know, a lot of them, you know, they tend to take their breaks because I know a few superstars that took breaks and shit, but I don't know, I won't want to use it as an excuse or anything like that.
They got that rest. They rest. They don't.
I think low management been doing them a disservice because they're not consistently playing.
Can we like give him credit for that? Because he's not playing 82 games. He's playing 60 to 70.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying like he's not even playing all the games. So it's like
he's not even averaging over 40 minutes. He's playing 30 minutes a game, 30 to 35.
That's still serviceable, correct? I would say.
That's serviceable as fuck for a guy his age. Shit.
But he's been doing it his whole career. He's
20 years, man. He been in the league 20 years.
He played 82 games maybe 3 or 4 times, and that's not too.
He been in the league longer than he been alive. Like the half, like this half of his. He been playing in the league. Like
right now, he got me thinking about that.
I mean, I know Jordan
I'm not trying to
because he came in at 18.
It's no discredit. I mean, it would help.
People will look at like
at the end of Jordan. Jordan was playing high minutes.
Yeah,
at the end of his career.
Absolutely.
But then LeBron did add it on, like he took away years from his career also by playing in the playoffs.
And that last year, Jordan had to play without Pippen for a long stretch. Because Pippen had like surgery.
He played 82 games more than 3 or 4 times. Huh?
Really? I'm trying to find out. Let me find this fucking stat.
I can't really think. I can't. I find it hard.
I would say 4 at the most.
Yeah.
I'll give it 4 at the most out of 20 years. And that's
you playing at that high level, man, for 20 seasons though.
But if I'm taking
without a major injury,
if I never play 82 though, that's gonna add some games.
Yeah,
my body,
I get. Yeah,
if I can take a break without injury or like a sprain.
I think Maine's right. He got first year 79, 80, 79, 78, 75, 81, 76, 79, 62, 76, 77, 69. 76, 74, 82, 55, 67.
I think you playing if you 45, playing over 70, that's
56,
great.
55.
I think over the 76s and 75, that
you can do 80. Yeah, it qualify. Last 3 years he's been more low management.
That nigga ain't played 82.
I think anything over 65 is qualified.
Michael Jordan played 82. Sound like my father right that one. Michael Jordan played 82 games for 9 years straight.
Might miss a game here and there. You know what I'm saying? So I give you that.
Mike ain't take no nights.
So did y'all expect them to do anything in the playoffs? People saying
they did better.
No,
they did better than I expected.
Me too.
I had money that they weren't even gonna make the playoffs, so I was,
they did way better than I expected.
That second half of the season after that trade was crazy.
Yeah, so why is everybody so shocked that they didn't make it? Because the people was like sick that he didn't make it.
Yeah, I thought Golden State.
People just how they started the playoffs.
Yeah,
they look fresh as fuck. They was looking good though. So I can see it, but I just felt like it was going to come to an end because that mileage, man.
It's Anthony Davis. LeBron. I don't. This is my personal opinion. I don't think LeBron can no longer be the number one to go to a championship.
LeBron fans will argue till you blue in the face.
He can't. I mean, you watching the back like it's a new transition in the league, guys. We gotta. It's the young guys.
Yeah, but he don't got the right person to do that with though.
That's what he can't be a number one. LeBron 5 years ago could have won.
AD not
Davis.
durable enough for him to take a back seat when he was with the Cavs. Kyrie was there. You know, if he want to take some,
the best number one player in the world though, compared to LeBron fans. Think about that.
He cannot no longer lead to be the number one guy. It has to be Anthony Davis.
It's
over. He can, but it's just gonna have. It's gonna have to be.
He can't.
He needs some more. He need a more serviceable player.
Anthony Davis is serviceable.
No, the fuck he not.
He played 74 or 5 games this year.
75 games.
Anthony Davis.
I have to look that up.
I agree. Though I agree, he's soft as hell. But Anthony Davis had big games.
No, I just want to.
One game he had 38.
I just want to see how many games he played.
He scored 40 something game one. LeBron only had. Bro, I bet. And LeBron didn't give me 22. I was mad as hell. And then they went to Denver. Anthony Davis had 28 and 18. LeBron had 21. I was mad as hell.
He played 56 games.
Oh, that's terrible.
56. He probably haven't played over 60 games.
So is he still considered the best player in basketball?
Who?
LeBron.
Nah.
That shit been gone.
I think Giannis is.
Anthony Davis ain't played over 63 games in 6 seasons.
That's Anthony Davis for you though.
He's been his last.
So are we blaming Anthony Davis for LeBron though?
Nah, his last year in New Orleans, he was 56 and then 62, 36, 40, 56.
I'm telling you, Phil. I think it got something to do with that growth spurt back in high school.
Yeah, I agree.
With him, he through a 2-year span, he fucking grew like 8 to 9 inches.
Yeah. So are we giving him a break then?
Nah.
Has he been in 20 years?
No, I'm not.
I mean, as long as you out there on that floor,
I didn't say. What I said wasn't an excuse. I'm talking about. It's just the durability is amazing.
We won't give people.
But I ain't giving him no excuse for it. You take your ass out on that court. Hey, you got to make it happen.
Pass for being twisting his ankle game 7. You can't give a nigga a pass.
Man, ain't nobody giving him no pass for that.
People been flaming
injury over injury. That's the injury.
I think how old he is, just what he can do still is remarkable.
How old is he now?
39 in a couple months.
He'll be 39. He almost 40 years old.
He's done enough that he could retire tomorrow. We is still.
I think he just want to play with his son.
But anything that he
on
does
some Ken
now
Griffey shit.
Extras, like
get off the Lakers.
Nah, that shit dope. That should be dope though, man.
Get him off of the Lakers. Jenny Bus. Get him off of them.
I think that's his. I think that's the last record he want to break.
Let him go.
What?
Jenny.
The father son. It's never been a father son to play with each other in the NBA.
Where the fuck
it's never happened before.
You think that's gonna happen?
He gonna make it. I think
he'll make it happen.
How can he?
Ken Griffey.
LeBron can make anything happen.
He's not gonna play in LA.
You got Ken Griffey and Senior. You know they played together.
Well, Ken Griffey's father was still.
Nah, he was at the end of his career, but he was they let him start. Yeah. They played 2 seasons together. Then you got Dale Earnhardt and Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Pick and the kid was there. Yeah, that's a different story. That dude ain't gonna be number 1. Bronson ain't about to be a number 1 pick.
Nah.
I can see them trading for him if it means not losing a big piece.
He's gonna make it. He's gonna make it to his contract is about to his contract is ending, so he'll probably sign a 1-year contract and then where
got to be on the Hornets.
No, he said he don't give a fuck though. He said he'll go. He said he'll go wherever he go.
Let it go, bro. Let it go. I mean, the league is passing the old guys by. So
I think it's courageous what he's done though. I'm not a LeBron fan.
No, he's a GOAT.
He's courageous for what he's done.
Yeah, he'll go.
Yeah, they're the last one left. Because Melo Melo isn't gonna play anymore. I
think he's the last one left for that era of basketball in general. Him and the Chris Pauls and all. I think just that.
No, that's still his era though. Because Chris Paul, they like the same.
That's what I'm saying.
Melo is older than him. Melo is older than LeBron for real.
Those eras, like that era of basketball, or the toughness and how the games play. I just think those guys are the last ones left.
I think now it's like the 2010
yes, it is.
And up is the new.
Curry.
You got Curry, KD.
KD was like,
they're ending. They're ending now.
His time running out. He ain't
absolutely. Absolutely.
That's my second favorite player of all time.
Too many injuries.
From a ruptured Achilles, though.
But the jump shots, man.
That shit don't mean that shit ain't working. Hey, them bitches ain't falling.
It's working. You got Chris Paul old ass getting injured. The DeAndre Ayton softest baby shit.
Who?
DeAndre Ayton. They just released Chris Paul.
Yeah, waived him. It's crazy.
Yeah, they should have. Yeah, he's soft as shit.
I know Durant salty as fuck over there now.
Nah, they rebuild with him and Booker.
He didn't show up in them fucking playoff games.
Right, just around them, they'll be straight.
He wasn't showing up in those games.
His IQ that series was terrible.
Only Devin Booker was showing up.
The only thing that saved them was Kawhi. If Kawhi wouldn't have got hurt, they would have lost.
Durant did not show up. He hasn't showed up in the playoffs.
George was hurt, right?
Yeah, George. But Kawhi getting injured just put a nail in the coffin for him. They was about to beat them.
Westbrook held him down, though.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. So
I'm glad for my boy Brody, man.
All right, y'all. That's our show for today. Just want to go over a couple of things with y'all. Again, we on all DSPs,
SLPs,
TOA, whatever the fuck.
Some OPP.
Yeah. Y'all come find us on YouTube, Apple, all that type shit. CorporateLike.com underway. So
thanks for having me.
Always, bro. Always more than welcome to come, man.
So shout out to All Private Entertainment. What up? We coming, baby. Dunk dropping. We got Fendio dropping. We got an artist just signed to Fully Focus. We out here. Let's get it.
All right, y'all. CorporateLike Entertainment, the Phil Podcast.
That's another show in the books, folks. Thanks for tuning in to the Phil with Phil. Please follow us on all streaming platforms and on social media. On Facebook at Philip Roberts. On Instagram at PhilRoberts12. The Phil with Phil and CorporateLike. And on Twitter at corporate_like and the Phil with Phil.
5 in the morning, I'm up talking to my scale. You was tryna make a post, I was tryna make a sale. Got some P's in the mail and some G's on the shelf. Niggas rats, so I gotta get this cheese by myself. I kiss my hoe and smack her ass. Roll up me some gas, take a piss and wash my ass. Then I go and check my stash. Keep my jewelry on the nightstand, pistol in my right hand. If you get shot with me, then that's a privilege, like a white man. I'm in a rental with no license, I'm serving, I ain't swiping. Big boy Rolly, fuck a Brightland. I call that bitch my hype man. Niggas beefing all on IG, they the type to just be typing. Better tell your boy to pipe down, you know I snuck my pipe in. Drive these bitches like I'm drag racing. Bitch, I'm bag chasing, put up to the gas station. Damn near got the tags, bitch, I'm road running. Phone jumping, serve the whole onion. Put up to the hood, niggas asking, let me hold. I can't tell you how to get it, I can tell you how to keep it. If you know for going broke, little nigga, man, just beat it. Serving babies, fuck a fetus. Told your hoe it's Tempur-Pedic. Hit her when she get deleted. Yeah. Got these racks all in my schedule. Got your hoe all in my cellular. You need a birdie, I'll sell you one. If you go down, you better not tell them nothing. My bitch more solid than you niggas is. These rappers making songs about the shit they nigga did. I'm in a foreign out of Tahoe. Draw this Glock like I'm Picasso. Turn your main bitch to my Saho. In the bin smoking gelato. I serve the fiend behind the fence. I'm in a rental with no tent. I serve some heroin by the 10. Just play the nigga out in Kent. He paid $2,000 for a zip. He in the wood cause he was dissing. This tech came with a system. Mixing Fathom with prescriptions. Sit your BM on a mission. They'll never see my paper. My plugs and turn to haters. I ain't asking for no favors. Catch a cross before a caper. Catch a cross before a caper. 5 in the morning, I'm up talking to my scale. You was tryna make a post, I was tryna make a sale. Got some P's in the mail and some G's on the shelf. Niggas rats, so I gotta get this cheese by myself. I kiss my hoe and smack her ass. Roll up me some gas, take a piss and wash my ass. Then I go and check my stash. Keep my jewelry on the nightstand, pistol in my right hand. If you get shot with me, then that's a privilege, like a white man.